Look, I took it out. It really wasn't that bad to do. Um, thank God I had long strings. But it really just, like what they said, just was, I felt it coming down like that, and then it just came on out when I was pulling it. It's like a upside down, not pad, what you call that thing? Okay, it's a pad, and then it's the one that go inside you. Jesus, what is it called? Oh my God, I can't believe I can't think of the name at the moment. A tampon? Yeah, a tampon. I think it's a tampon. It's called a tampon. It was just that same aspect as into how it's a string at the bottom, and then you insert it in here. But when you insert it, it's closed. But when you open it, when you get it in there, it opens like that. But when you start it off, you have the string out, not so much. It'd be like this, and then you push it in there, and then it pops open like that. And the same way it came out. When it's time to take that tampon out, you just pull the string, pull, and somehow it don't go like that. It didn't feel like that. It felt like it came out like this, like it closed back and then slid out. So I thought that was pretty cool. I had to share it just because I thought that was intriguing. The day was the day I posted, got it taken out. And I have watched some videos of other people who took theirs out on their own, and it seemed simple. And when I thought about it, and then I actually had went and got one of the, I got one in my bag, I can show you. Like this, it's the same aspect. I gotta open it up and everything really quick. Oh, see, that's how it goes. You see the string is not all the way so out like that. You see that same concept is tucked in there. This is the tucking in aspect. Like that. And then you normally stand like this and put it in. Some people sit maybe, but you know, and you just push it in there. That's the same aspect. You push it in there, but it's in this form when you pushing it in there. From this understanding of how I comprehend to be able to do it. I guess I can just do this too. You push it in there when you get in there, where it's not too far, but it's comfortable, where you realize like it just naturally pops out because you're pushing this up as you putting it in there. Like just don't put it on the tip and then try to push it in there. You gotta actually push and then push that in there too, and then it just pops out like this, and it's in you. You keep this part where you throw it in the trash, and this part is left in you. And that long string, like this long string, is what stays in you. And this is my Mirena, by the way, my IUD that I had for, it's been 10 years now. It's actually a little over 10 years, but that's why I took it out myself, because I was like, I know I really need to get it out. I wonder if, you know, I could have just left it in there. I could have, but I actually was ready to take it out, just to actually learn my natural body and see if I could still communicate with the divine realm and aspects of that nature. Just wanted to learn myself more, because like I already been growing, so it's like, why not remove this? Definitely with it being inspired and all that, to actually learn something new, another part of myself. So it should be intriguing, because I have had an IUD for 10 years. They last for 5 years. You have to have 5 years, and then when that one go bad, you get another one, and that's how I did it. And this year it was time for it to come out, so I took it out myself. I did it in the shower. I tried to just do the little squat. It made me think of a childbirth, because actually I really did say I want my next birth to be in water based, and I still probably will, just because that experience seemed nice. Or maybe think of people who actually have their babies outside of the hospital. Like, people think it's like impossible, like, oh my God, you have to be in the hospital. People naturally have babies outside of the hospital. And this was like the same aspect to me. And on top of that, it reminded me of putting this tampon in. So I thought that was something I definitely should have shared because it made me excited. I'm still excited by it, honestly. And it just was so intriguing feeling it come out. It didn't really hurt it, but it wasn't like a pain where it's like, oh my god, I can't do this, I should go to the hospital. It was just like I felt it like coming out like that. Like it was pushing. It might have came like this, honestly, but I really feel like it came out this way. It just was that feeling of this. And this is not like a metal or nothing. It's like a soft plastic. It's like a Q-tip, honestly. That same material. This is a plastic Q-tip. It's the same aspect. So I think that is quite pretty cool. It's just amazing looking at it just because, oh my god, this is what keeping me from having a baby for so freaking long. It's like, yepper. But that's another thing. Being in this energy and realizing a problem that's in it, I realized where I was a problem at by having this in. It's like you resisting what's supposed to be coming to you, if that makes sense. So that's another reason why I took it out also. I was thinking about it. But it's one of those things when you know better, you do better. And that's why I'm sharing for any other ones that, may stumble across it. They got the IUD and how to take it out. If they want to try it themselves, they definitely can. Yeah, we can start being fruitful, Hans. I'm serious. I'm being sarcastic. It's not like I'm in a super rush, but I already know my Bloom Nation is awesome nation. So it makes me excited in that aspect to know we can get started. I just keep looking at it. I'm going to just show one more time, then I'll be ready to wrap it up. But these two similarity aspects go together in the way you insert it and the way that you take it out. That's what I'm getting at. And this is a tampon, and this is a Mirena IUD. Even the strings are almost like the same length. If you've seen it, when before I took it out the wrapper and the little container that it was in, cardboard container, the string wasn't so freaking long, but then when you inserted it, the string got longer. But I think on the IUD, the strings were longer already, but they cut the strings, I believe. Because I never seen it. When they put it in me, they never showed me what they were inserting in me and all that, and how it went in there and all that stuff. It was like a quick process. That's another reason why I wanted to share, because most people don't even know what the instrument in them look like, the tool that's in them. Never got to feel like the material. Because even when you take it out, I'm pretty sure they just would have threw it away. They wouldn't have gave it to me. So it is another aspect that's good that I took it out so I could see it myself, Cause that's what they did with my last one. The first one that I had, they didn't show me it or nothing. They just tossed it. They didn't even ask me, would you like to see what's been in you forever? Protecting you and all that, watching you. But I have it now, so I'm excited in that aspect. This is a better up close one. And the funny thing about it, well, it's not really funny, but I actually smelled it. It's like it's been inside me for so long. And it actually smells like nothing. That's the intriguing part. Like, geez, you think it'd have some type of odor or something? Like, it smelled like nothings. Which was also lentes. But something that's catching my attention too on here is the string that's around it. It's like this is the IUD and this is like the strings of it, and it's a knot in it. Which I was trying to figure out how the process go anyway, as to how it stops the sperm from getting in there. Or how it gets in there and then it just stops it from proceeding in the other aspect. which eventually I'm pretty sure I will, honestly. I might have just did with the strings, honestly. Because it kind of, when I say that, make me seem like a true killer also, as to a hangman situation with these strings and the knot being at the top of it. Yeah. But that's that. I just look forward to seeing how this process comes. Excited by that. Because now I feel like I'm actually on the ship now. Metaphorically, I just took it out. Like it ain't been a whole half an hour yet since I did it. Or maybe a half, but no more than an hour, I would say. But I actually feel like I'm on the ship now. The girls and the boys. So I just look forward to seeing that. Like, is it even a change? Like, that's what I want to see. I want to see if it's even a change. Of course I'll be bleeding, but even with this on here, I started bleeding a good amount of times, which was making me go a little crazy. Like, how? Because as long as I had this for 10 years. The first 5 years, I totally freaking forgot that I could bleed, honestly, because I never really did. I spotted sometime. But with the second one, as it started getting closer to the end, I started spotting a lot, which was intriguing. Like, I just recently did spot, but it didn't happen within the last one I had. The last one, I could have literally forgot that I had it in, honestly. But since it was new, of course, I knew, like, yeah, it's that time to get a new one. So, just excited, as I said. So, eventually I'll be reporting back to